All right, Dad, here we go.
Thank you, son.
Absolutely. I'll see you in just a few minutes. It won't be long. I'll be back.
Thank you, son. You'll be sorry.
But Kara, can't we put it off for a few days? At least until after Christmas. Let's wait until the holidays are over. We can do it then.
Honey, I'm not leaving this place until he's leaving this place until he's admitted. If you can't be man enough to face the facts and sign the papers, I'll do it myself.
Can't you understand, Kara? It's my father. I mean, I can't just cast him aside like an old worn out shoe. He's my father. I owe him more than that.
You're not casting him out, honey. He is old. And he can't take care of himself. Here they're fixed for it, and he'll be with other people his own age. Don't you think he would like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I keep thinking about what he would do if he were in my place.
Well, what about it? Are you going to sign the papers?
I mean, what about the kids? I mean, what are we going to tell them? When they see us come home without him, they've already brought their Christmas gifts for him.
We'll just tell him that he went to visit someone, and we'll be back in a little bit. Oh, honey, don't you understand? He just doesn't understand us anymore. Our friends, he doesn't fit in, he doesn't understand our children.
He's just in the way then. Is that what it is?
No, that's not it. John, why can't you just understand?
I understand. Don't cry, darling. I understand. It's just not every day that a man has to throw his own father out of his home. You go on and sign the papers, and I'll try to tell him something.
Well, you can go in now, Mr. Brown. Well, Miss Aiken, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you have anything left that hasn't been photographed or taken out yet.
Well, you would think a person in my condition would deserve at least a little bit more respect. Heaven knows I lack attention. I'd like to see the doctor, if you please.
But can't you come back another day? I mean, it is Christmas, and the doctor has a family like everybody else that he wants to get home to. How about you take this little bottle of blue and pink pills, and that should hold you through. And if you're not feeling better by Monday, you can come back, and I bet the doctor will operate.
Well, that does sound nice, but no, I don't think I can wait that long. I want to see the doctor. That is, if I can just hold on that long.
What a drama queen.
Hello.
Hello.
You're mighty lonesome, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I am. But what makes you ask that? Do I look lonesome?
I can't see you, but I'll bet you do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
That's all right. I don't mind. Besides, being blind isn't as bad as people think. I see a lot more than you might imagine. Take you, for instance. You're a rather old gentleman. Your legs aren't too dependable. Your hands shake, and you're very, very lonesome.
Well, how did you know that? If you can't see, then how can you tell me these things if you can't see?
I knew you were old for I heard another man call you Dad, and they had to help you in here. I knew about your legs from the sound of your cane. The paper keeps rattling when you read it, so I know that your hands must be shaking.
Okay, but what makes you think I'm lonesome?
That was the easiest part of all, your voice. Are you sick, mister? Did you come here to get well?
No. I just came up with my son to visit someone. He'll be back for me soon. My, but you're a pretty little girl. How old are you?
I'm 13. I'm glad you're just visiting and not like some of the others I've met on my visits. Once there was an old lady whose son left her here just because she was old, Anne.
Pardon me, do either of you have the time?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's okay. It's not like I'm going anywhere anyhow. But I do wish that doctor would hurry. I have the most fascinating symptoms to tell him about. Do you know the doctor?
No, I don't. I'm just waiting here for my son. He's coming back for me.
I know him. He says that maybe one day when I'm old enough, he can make me see again if he can just get that specialist to come look in my eyes.
Dr. Wilson, that's my doctor. He's the most marvelous man. 11 operations and he's not dropped one stitch yet. Oh, he's just a wonderful man.
He comes back out.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, son.
Dad, Kara and I, well, we thought...
Oh, you thought it might be a little while then, John. Is that right? Is that what you're trying to tell me, John? Do you remember the time you brought the little puppy home with you that you found by the railroad tracks? Remember how it ran around the house, knocking things over and getting in your mother's way? I'll never forget the way you cried when she told you you'd have to get rid of it. You locked yourself in your room and said you'd never speak to her again. By supper time, you'd already quit crying. And that night, before you said your prayers, you wrapped those tiny little arms around her neck and told her you were sorry and that you knew it was best for the little puppy to go live somewhere else. Go on, John. Take as long as you have to. I'll be here waiting for you.
Well, Dad, it's that you care, Dad, I'll be back in a minute.
Was your boy crying, mister? Why was he crying?
I think he just gave away his last little puppy.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Nothing so important, nearly so important as tomorrow is to a little girl of 13.
What's going to happen tomorrow?
Why, it's Christmas, child. Haven't you heard of Christmas?
Oh, that. I guess so.
I hope he's here. I don't stay here.
Here we go.
Hey, Pops, the doc in?
Yes, he's in. You can ring that little bell over there if you like.
Thanks, Bump. Have a seat, Harry. Sit down. Take care of that hand. The doctor's going. Hey, Doc. Nurse.
Did your friend hurt his hand?
Oh, did you hurt his hand? No, lady. He comes in once a week for a manicure. Hey, Doc.
I never. You would think a person in my condition.
Yeah, you look pretty rough. Hey, look at this, Harry. Is this a morgue or a cemetery? Or a hospital? Hey, Doc.
That wasn't very nice of you, talking to that nice lady like that and yelling at the nurse that way. She won't appreciate that very much either.
You see my pals in excruciating pain? You just give me a bunch of grief? Y'all ain't got no mercy. Doc.
Well,
Nurse.
maybe if you'll just calm down a little, it will help. The nurse will be with you in a minute.
Marcus Welby.
I'm done,
911.
Louis. I'm done. You
Hold
got
on,
to do
Harry.
something. I'm done.
Doc. Where the doc?
What in the world's going on out here? Who's
Gotta
doing
do
all that
something.
yelling?
I'm doing all the yelling. You ain't doing no listening.
Come on.
Look at my pal here.
It's my finger.
Has he lost any blood? I don't
Lost
can't
blood.
seem to find any
Oh, I
broken
hope it ain't
bones.
broke.
Do you mean that's what all the excitement was over? One little finger?
It ain't no little finger. It's a picking finger.
Huh, he doesn't look like a musician to me.
Maybe he's an artist. An artist has to be very careful with his hands.
That's it. I'm an artist. An artist.
It's not broken. It's just a little strained. How'd you do it anyway?
Well, I tell you, it's a long story. But You won't believe it. But I was sticking my finger in my pocket, and this man sat on it.
Wait a minute.
Sat on my finger while it was in my pocket.
How did he sit on your finger unless, what were you doing in his pocket?
I was making change.
All right, just have a seat right here for
What?
a few more minutes.
How long is this going to take?
It won't take long.
Oh, that's what they
Be
said
right with
last
you.
time.
Lord have mercy. Hello, Julie.
Hello, doctor. Have you heard from me yet? Has he studied my test?
Now, Julie, don't get impatient. We wait this long, we can wait a little bit longer. I'll let you know when he calls. Well, Miss Aiken, my, but you look terrible.
Well, thank you, doctor. They haven't come out with any new medications, have they?
No, if they do, I promise you, you'll be the very one, get the very first injection.
Oh, thank you.
You must be Mr. Varner.
Yes, that's right. My son must have told him that I was out here. Then you know that I'm not a patient. I'm just here my son's just here visiting a friend while I'm waiting for him. He'll be along any time now.
But they said,
Sure, I understand.
Thank you.
You just wait right here on Mr. Varner. I'll check on it for you.
Thank you.
Nurse, I would like to, I'll be ready for them in a few minutes. I would like to finish up as soon as we can because the kids at home waiting on me to clean up the Christmas tree. That's strange. I must have dropped my watch in the other room.
well, if I could find my pen, I'd fill out your record.
Can't you take
I
a
don't know.
day
Has
off?
anybody seen my pen?
Guys got to stay in practice, ain't he? Hold on now. Hey, ma'am, hold on, ma'am. Is this what you're looking?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You left it.
Oh, thank you.
Dropped it. Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's your name?
Oh, my name.
Your name.
Well, my name is Harry the Lift. And my partner here is Detroit Louis. He brought me in. He pays the bills. That's his name.
Well, I will need to know his name, but I'm going to need real names. Nicknames aren't going to do.
That is my real name, lady. My mama gives it to me. Harry the Lift. Most of my friends just call me Harry, though. I don't mind it. Just call me Harry.
Well, what's your address?
My address? Oh, I don't have no address. No, I ain't got no address. I tell you, though, I know where I usually live. I can tell you what it looks like. Yeah. It's this big old brick house building downtown. You know how your house has glass in the windows? Well, this house has bars that go across like that right there. And it's downtown. Yep, that's where I live.
Well, how long have you stayed there?
Different crime, different time. Well, the last time the landlord said a year and a day. I won't ever forget. A year and a day.
That is the strangest lease.
Whatever.
Well, what's your occupation?
What is this? A third degree?
No, I just need this information for your record.
Record? You mentioned my record. I have right to counsel. I don't want to talk about my record. Hold on a minute. This is my counsel. I'm an artist. Artist. That's why I have to take care of my finger that's hurting.
Oh, my. I'm so glad that's over. What time? Where's my watch? Okay, well, there's one in the back.
Does your hand hurt much?
Do what now? You asked me a question. My
Does
finger. No, it's just a little stiff. That's all. It's not too bad.
That's good. You know what tomorrow is?
Does he know it tomorrow? Tell her Sunday. What
It's
did Harry
Sunday.
Live
It's
take your
Sunday.
calendar too?
I know it's Sunday, it's just a special Sunday.
Pardon me, Mr. Cleveland. Can you hand me another magazine?
Lady, that ain't my name. It's Detroit. Detroit Louis. Huh?
Oh, that's right. I knew it was
what-
somewhere.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, old man.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, you been waiting around a while?
No, not too long.
You
The other
sure?
the other two ladies been here a while, but not me. I'm not here to see the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm just here visiting a friend. My son is. He's coming back for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You sure they ain't checking you in? I saw rest home written on the sign.
Shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself, even thinking a thing like that.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world happened there? Whew. Good night. Whew.
Young woman, if you'd like to see the doctor, you just need to ring that bell over there. You know, ring that bell, ring that bell. It might not do you a lot of good, though.
Get up, Harry.
What?
What in the world?
Huh?
Ain't I learned you nothing?
Oh, Louie.
One more stunt like that, and I ain't gonna read you the funny papers all week.
Huh. What in the world?
Miss, is something wrong? Can I help you?
No, it's just that I.
What is it? What's happening?
Help her, Harry.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna faint.
Nurse! Nurse!
What in the world's going on out here?
This lady came in and she wanted to see the doctor, and oh, I think I'm gonna faint.
Well, I wish you'd go ahead and faint and quit talking about it. Just
Well,
faint.
I never.
Please tell me what's happening. Why are you yelling at one another?
Don't cry, little one. Everything's all right. The lady's just feeling a little ill, that's all. But she is really stressed out.
Oh, it's okay. She's starting to come to. Here, come here. Help me. Come on.
I can get paid.
Come on. Let's help me get her to the back so she can rest till the doctor can see her.
I don't work here, lady.
Is the lady hurt? Is that what's wrong with her?
From the way she looks, she's been hurt all right. But not the way you mean.
Suicide, if you ask me.
Suicide? Are you nuts?
Say what you want, but I've seen her kind before. Pale, clothes ragged, stressed. You just wait and see. You'll see too many sleeping pills.
Well, if she wanted to kill herself, why did she come in here?
Maybe she wanted to kill herself. She's just coming here to taper off a little bit.
Go ahead, make your wisecracks. You'll see Mr. Cincinnati, Mr. Cleveland. Yep.
I was just trying to help.
I'm
Just
sure
trying to
you
help.
were. You sit down over there and be a good little boy.
Well, how is she, nurse? Is it serious?
I don't know. She's with the doctor. I can tell you more later.
Well, I'll tell you what will save you some trouble. Just ask her how many she took.
No, I think it's going to save you a whole lot of trouble for all of you if you just sit back and relax and wait your turn. I mean, I don't think you have anything to worry about, unless I'm badly mistaken.
Nothing to worry about. This Jane Doe walks in, passes out colder than the mackerel. We ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, what if the cops come? What if the cops
No,
come?
I mean, what if the cops come take us all down for questioning?
That'd be a shame since it's the night before Christmas.
Oh, Christmas. Just another day in the year. The doctor says it might be my last.
Ma'am? I've seen them look worse than you. and they lasted a little longer. I think they did.
Never. Ugh.
Christmas, Christmas. Christmas has kind of a magical ring to it, doesn't it? I know two little boys right now who have got their noses pressed flat against the window pane, looking for that little old fellow with a white beard, expecting any moment to see him come tripping across the rooftops with all of his reindeer.
This may be my last Christmas, too. You know, the last one I'll spend in darkness. Next year, mister, I may have my nose pressed to get some window pane. If I do, I mean if things do work out right, you know what I'll do? I won't watch for Santa. There'll be plenty of kids without my doing that. I think I'll just go outside, lift my hands up to heaven, and pray that God will let me see that star. You know, the Bethlehem star.
Oh, I think you'll see it. Who knows, even now in some quiet corner of heaven, hidden away from all the shouting and the singing, a couple of angels are just polishing away on that star, getting it all ready just for you.
Louis, you gotta make them stop it. I can't take that.
Come on, guys. Enough with the mushy stuff. And the reindeer, and you know who believes in all that.
I'll bet a big, strong man like you don't believe in all that stuff, do you, Mr. Rochester?
Rochester, lady, the name's Detroit. You know where the cars are made? You ain't fooling old Louis. You know the warden, catch the chaplain, come by, and sing that old song and talk about some baby out there, some star out there. Louis ain't got time for that.
Mr. Louis, you should be ashamed of yourself talking like that. You'd better be careful.
And did you say warden? Have you been in prison?
No, he ain't saying
nothing about no warden.
He ain't
Come
saying
on,
nothing
Harry.
about Warden Jones or Smith or none of them.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, well, what difference does it make anyhow? Everyone's entitled to one mistake.
Well, you can all relax now. She's doing much better. The doctor will be done with her soon, and then he'll get to all of you. Has anybody seen my watch?
Ma'am, I saw one a while ago. Where I put it? It's right there. I found it. Yeah, you dropped it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, nice.
The nurse, the young woman, what was her trouble? Did she have an accident?
Well, I guess you could call it that. Let's just say she misread the label on the medicine bottle.
Too many sleeping pills.
My, would you just look at all these sad expressions out here? And it's Christmas Eve at that. I promise you, I'll 10 more minutes and I'll have you all out. I get started on you. And I guarantee you I'll have you out in time to enjoy the mistletoe.
Mistletoe. I hope you don't have any mistletoe hanging around, Doctor. Don't you too, Mr. Virginia?
You don't know how bad I do, lady.
Where am I? What?
Doctor ain't never gonna come out.
Well, you know what? While we're sitting here waiting, why don't we read the Christmas story? I've got a Bible on my desk.
Yeah, let's hear about the reindeers and that foggy night. That's what I want to read about. Yeah, you read that story.
Not that story, the Christmas story about the birth of Christ.
You're talking about reading that story. My buddy here's in agony. If y'all want to read it now, I don't know. If y'all let y'all hand that present, which y'all ain't.
Well, why not let someone read it? Might do us all good.
Well, I just don't know. It was here this morning. Has anybody seen my Bible?
Not a Bible, Harry. You're going to get us all jinxed for how long was Moses in the desert? Come on.
Who was Moses? Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
There you go.
You sure do seem to be finding everything
It's
today.
a special talent I have.
Unless you want to drive a suffering man out in the snow, don't read that story. We're not going to listen to it.
No.
You got time for it?
Louis, you said it was snowing. It ain't snowing outside. What you thinking?
Well, why are you so determined not to hear the story? Couldn't you just cover your ears and let somebody else read it?
Look, for the past 11 years, that's all I've heard is that stinking story. Some baby out there, they knelt down, and some star out there. We ain't got time. We don't want to hear it. We ain't got time for it.
Oh, let them read it, Louis, especially that part you know about the reindeer.
Not
Rudolph.
reindeer.
Don't you believe in Christmas, mister?
You believe in Christmas?
Sure, I believe in Christmas about as much as you believe in that man up there polishing that star that you ain't never going to see.
Don't you say that. You take it back. I'll see it. You just wait. Next year, I'll see it. I know I will.
Well, are you happy now? I hope you're satisfied.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sure, they're up there polishing that star up there somewhere just for you to see.
You'll see the doctor can do anything he puts his mind to. You just wait.
I'm sorry.
Just be patient.
I'm sorry I cried. I guess I'm just tired.
Well, honey, why don't you just sit here and take a nap? And when the doctor comes in, I'll wake you up.
Who knows? When you wake up, there may be a whole room full of gifts just for you.
And a great big Christmas tree with candy canes all over it and gifts under it for all of you?
Why, who knows what is in this room? This is Christmas. If a king was born in a stable on that night, anything can happen. Right this very minute, God might have his heralding angels fluttering all around this room, just waiting with an open treasure chest to give us whatever we ask for. The world asked for a Savior one night, and they got him.
And all across the world tonight, boys and girls are kneeling their heads by their bedside and saying a little prayer. Why don't you do it too? You don't have to say much, just a little something.
I couldn't do that. What would all of you think?
Who cares what we think? I've got 2 grandsons at home that I'd give the world right now to be here praying. Please do it. Do it, just for me.
Well, you can leave me out of it. If they haul y'all off to the funny farm, I ain't going. Spirit of Christmas may be here, not here.
All right, I'll do it. But remember, you promised not to laugh.
Don't you worry, honey. No one is laughing.
Here, let me help you.
God, thank you for Christmas. Thank you for your only son. Bless all of us that are gathered here. Bless the good doctor and nurse and help them to help us. Let Mr. Varner get back to his family in time for Christmas. Make Miss Aiken well. Help Harry's hurt finger, and please, God, let me see again. Oh, yes. And please, Lord, please let Christmas come to Detroit Louis.
You sure we have the right address? This looks more like a hospital to me.
This is it. This is where the call came from.
Let me see this message again. I know it's Christmas, but she sure is asking a lot for a 2-minute prayer.
Well, you should have known when you volunteered to go with me. This was going to be a tough one since, you know.
Oh yeah, that was you. You lost your wings over that, didn't you?
Everyone's entitled to one mistake. The preacher kept asking for something to heat up his baptistry, and they were 20 miles from the nearest electricity.
But an electric eel? What on earth possessed you to use an electric eel?
Well, it sounded like a good idea at the time. Besides, how was I supposed to know a little fish like that would be so powerful? Why, they lit up like Christmas trees. If it weren't for that good sister kicking the pool dry, I don't know what might have happened.
That's one baptism they'll never forget.
Yes, and so will I. You get mighty tired of walking from cloud to cloud. That's why this mission is so important to me. I can complete just this one mission without messing something up. Who knows, maybe I can come up for review and they'll give me another chance.
You can feel that Christmas spirit, even up here, can't you? Isn't it a wonderful gesture? I mean, this is different than our usual Christmas assignments, where each of us is assigned a child and allowed to go down there and grant one request. Oh, as if we're still going down there, giving our gift at Christmas and getting one in return.
It would be nice, wouldn't it, helping that little girl down there, and then maybe getting my nice shiny wings back. I do hope they remember my size.
I wouldn't get my hopes up. You remember what happened to the last angel who lost hers? She had to settle for a set of trade-ins. Well, now, first things first. We've got a job to do. Let's not go fluttering off on our golden wings before we've even earned them back. That was a mighty tall order that little girl put in down there.
Let's see now. Mr. Varner, home for Christmas. Miss Aiken, doctor, nurse. Okay, wait a minute. Detroit Louie? Merciful heavens, what kind of name is that?
That's what it says here. Her exact words were, "Let Christmas come to Detroit Louie."
Well, that's strange. I don't see anything on here. My, this is going to be difficult. Let's go down there and see for ourselves. I can grant her wish on any of the others, but this Mr. Detroit Louie, I just don't know. But Gabriel, do you think you can take me down there?
All right.
All right, honey, go ahead and have a seat right here. We're calling you in a prescription. It won't take long.
My, what a nice young lady. But look at her. What a mess. What on earth could have happened to her?
She's not on the list. Let's not start worrying about her now.
Well, she looks so lonely. Maybe if I...
Up. Remember your wings.
Miss, why are you crying?
I don't know. I just don't know what else to do, I guess.
Could I get you something, miss? Maybe a drink of water?
I'd like to have some water. Can I have some water, Louie? I'd like to have some water.
Well, you pipe down. What do you want to do, rust your windpipe?
My, this is going to be difficult.
Is there a telephone here?
Why, yes, there's one in the back. Give me just a moment and I'll see if the doctor's through with it.
Never mind. He's not home yet, and he probably wouldn't come anyways.
Okay.
Now, it's not like it's the end of the world.
It may as well be. It may as well be the end of the world, because it's ended for me.
You just going to have to make her stop crying. I just can't take it no more. When I see a woman cry, it gets me right here. You know what it reminds me of? That night I broke Mabel's nose.
Well, why don't you just tell me about it? Sometimes it's good to tell people about things, and I believe in talking about things.
Why wouldn't you just let me die? You knew I wanted to. Or I wanted to take all those pills.
No, miss, you didn't want to die. You took those pills because you thought you wanted to, but you walked in here because deep down inside, you wanted to live.
No, I don't want to live anymore. I'd rather die than to face Jeremy. How can I tell him? Why wouldn't you just leave me alone?
It's okay. It's not that bad. Husbands have faced this before. Why don't you just tell him? Tell him the truth.
Poor Jeremy. He has worked so hard to save just so that we can have a little something for Christmas. And now this? How can I do this to him?
Well, where do we start? Have you decided which one of her requests you want to grant? What about the old lady? She seems easy enough. Nice sharp shooting pain on her side will be a good start. What do you think?
I just don't know. This young lady, she worries me. We should do something for her. What if she should try something desperate again?
But the list, she wasn't on it, so she's not our responsibility. We're down here to help the little girl. That's it. Just one request.
Maybe you're right. Let's see now. If I just knew what she really wanted. The doctor, that should be easy enough. Her eyes. But what about this St. Louis? Do you have any suggestion on him?
St. Louis, how on earth could you make that mistake?
Oh, merciful heavens. Did I say that?
Saving for Christmas. If I hear that word one more time, I'm gonna open this window and have Harry jump out of it.
No.
Well, why don't we just talk about card games and pool halls? Maybe that'd be more to your liking, Mr. Vegas.
Look, sister, maybe I don't know all there is to know about Christmas, but one thing I know, sitting around praying about it ain't gonna get you nothing but calluses on your own bony kneecaps. If you want something, you gotta take it. If you want something to happen, you gotta make it happen.
Oh, my goodness.
Enough of this prayer nonsense.
Dear me, this is going to take some doing. And this lady, she's so sad. I just can't leave her out.
But she's not on the list.
Well, we're just going to have to go back and have her included. I can't have her like this. And all the others, just look at them. I can't leave them out. I don't know which prayer to grant.
All right, they're your wings. If we leave now, we should be able to make it back in time.
But wait. It's nearly, what if they leave? It's nearly time now, and we won't have time to go find them. You go back. I'll stay here. I'll keep the doctor busy. They won't leave without seeing the doctor. Besides, somebody has to keep an eye on this Detroit Louis. He may prove to be quite a problem.
All right, I'll go, but please do not do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't ever sell prayer short, young man. You'd be surprised what a simple prayer can do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't seen no miracles around here. And that prayer she prayed a minute ago was about as simple as they can get.
You promised you won't laugh. Now you're making fun.
I ain't making fun of you, girlie, but why'd you have to go and mention my name to him before? I had a perfect record till you go and mention my name to him before. Now you just messed that all up.
Mr. Louis, don't you feel anything at all? Doesn't Christmas mean a little something to you?
Sure. I believe I'm put on that old red snowsuit and go scampering up that rooftop. Come on, Harry.
Huh?
Let's get out here. They're giving me the willies. Nobody got time for this.
Oh. Well, we ain't get nothing. They ain't got nothing. They in worse shape than we in.
They broke.
Yeah, broke. They broke. They ain't got $5 in between.
Just $5 more than what we had.
Listen, can't we just go break a window like we did last year? You know, break the window, and then we get back in the brick house, you know, where they got the meal.
You know, that was a mighty nice watch you got from the doc. Maybe the doc wanted back. Hey, Doc.
Hey, wait a minute.
What about that pill?
Oh, wait a minute. You always win. Always win. Well, give me a chance. Let me walk around, see what they got. I'll see what they got.
Gabriel, come on, flap those wings. Let's go. We got a job to do.
You feeling better, miss?
Yes, I guess so. Thank you.
Well, I wish I could say the same. I've got these shooting pains.
Where?
They start right here.
Where?
And then,
Yeah, and they go all the way down to here.
yeah.
Oh.
And down there.
Uh-huh.
And back there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Oh, yeah, my grandma had the same symptoms till they sent her to the funny farm.
I never.
I really wish they would just hurry up with those prescriptions.
Oh, to be young again. How wonderful it'd be to have to just hurry. Just to have some place to go. Just to hurry. How wonderful that would be.
I wish they would hurry too. I do hope he's found someone who can help me.
Oh, honey, he's trying. You just don't know how hard he's trying. But the specialists are very busy people, and you can't just get one at a moment's notice.
No, I guess not. Still, I can't help but wonder if it would be different if I were able to pay him something.
Oh, it doesn't matter if he had $1 million. There's just not a doctor available right now. But when he is, you'll have him.
Oh, man.
Yes, yes.
Here's a magazine on AARP. You may want to read about it.
Oh, no thank you. I like the one I have. Thank you.
No, thank you. It's a lively bunch, Harry. I ain't had so much fun since solitary confinement.
I'm sure you have.
Where we at?
We at the doctor's office. You done forgot where you at?
Hey, old man.
Hey.
It's getting kind of late. You don't think your son has left you here, do you?
No. He'll be back. He hadn't forgotten.
You sure?
He'll be back all right.
Yeah,
You
right.
just wait and see.
I'm just sure he will.
He will.
Yeah, why don't you face it, old man? You're ditched here. You're stuck. You're deserted. They dumped you here. Don't you get it? And you, lady. I jumped the gun.
I believe I need to get this woman down here a drink of water. You want a drink of water? I wanted one a while ago and I couldn't have none.
No, no, thank you. There's nothing anyone can do for me.
I tried.
Does anyone have the time? Seem to
Oh,
misplace
yeah.
my watch.
Sure, I got the time. Yeah. Let's see here.
Hey, old Doc. What's up, Doc? What's up?
Oh. It's late. What time it is? It's getting late. What it is? It's getting
Nurse.
late.
You can take the rest of the evening off if you like. I can finish up here. I guess you've got some last-minute Chris shopping to do for tonight.
Well, yes, I do. I'll finish up with these files if you're sure you don't need me and then go home.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, Julie. I'm sorry, still no luck. Maybe as soon as the holidays we can get him the specialist that we need for your eyes. I just can't locate him. Maybe been called out of town.
Please, doctor, please try just one more time. It's Christmas, and I just can't go back home tonight without knowing something.
All right, it's useless, but I'll try again. Ma'am, I'm having you some medicine sent over. It shouldn't take long. Miss Aiken, I'm having you some stronger capsules sent over. It should last you throughout the holidays.
Oh, bless you, doctor, bless you.
Okay. You can let go of my arm now.
You're so sweet.
Hey, sweet thing. If I take a look at my pal's hand over here, the hand ain't gonna fix itself.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten about you. What was your trouble again?
It's my finger.
pal.
It's my picking finger. Oh, I hope it ain't broke, but now it's got gangrene in it.
Yeah, mesothelioma.
Can you stand a little pain?
Can he stand a little pain? He eats razor blades for breakfast on top of his hot dogs. Some of the old sawbones can dish out. Oh, Harry can take it.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Harry.
Whatever he says, I say.
All right, are you sure you can stand a little pain?
Man.
All right, on the count of three. Are you
Yeah.
ready? 1. He'll be all right when it comes to. It's just a little strain. He must have forgotten to eat his razor blades for breakfast this morning. Let's see, you're Mr. Varner, right?
Yes, I am.
I guess I was mistaken. I guess I was mistaken. Let me check on it for you. Messed up. Nurse?
Get this melon sauce.
Come on. Some days I wish I were digging ditches or cleaning sewers. I would just feel like taking my shingle down and losing myself. Look at Mr. Varner. He doesn't suspect a thing. And look at her. She still thinks I can get one to operate on her eyes.
Is it really hopeless?
It's that hopeless.
I mean, tell me truthfully, is there anyone that can help her?
Sure there is. I talked to him this afternoon. He's interested in her case. He's very interested. But it seems like the Christmas spirit just ain't got into him yet. Seems that he's not taking any charity cases at this time.
Well, what about him? How do we tell him they're checking him into the rest home?
How do you tell a man that that same little boy that he's worked and sacrificed towards all his life has decided he doesn't want him anymore? You tell me, and I'll tell him.
Hey, Doc, either get me a lily to stick in his hand or some smelling salt up his nose. We ain't bedding down here for the night.
Oh, the smelling salts.
No, what have you done now?
He's only fainted.
Only fainted?
Yeah, he's all right. Well, can we help all of them?
No, I'm afraid not. They still consider you too much of a risk, and can't say I blame them.
But did you tell them about the others? They can make an exception just this one time.
I told them. They said they were going against their better judgment, even granting you this one case.
Well, if I guess that's the way it is, I'll just have to make this one miracle count.
About time.
Oh, wait a minute.
You all right?
It was a green truck. Did you get the tag number? It was a green truck knocked me over in a moped. Finished it off.
Yeah, but what about the money? Did you?
Money?
You get the money?
Money? Look at that crowd. Money? They ain't got no money. Honey? No money. You know how broke they are?
How broke?
You know how broke they are?
Tell me how broke.
They so broke that I take my hands, put it in their pocket, and snap my fingers and get an echo.
What we gonna do?
What are they talking about? Don't tell me. Are they pickpockets?
I'm afraid so.
But I didn't get the blind girl. We got our ethics.
A pickpocket with ethics. Maybe they still have some decency.
But I clipped her on the way to you. She's as broke as the rest of them.
Never mind.
Oh, come here. You need to sit down.
Huh?
You need to sit down until you can get your strength back.
What happened? My
Here.
fingers?
It was a red truck.
A red one?
I guess I may as well go. If you had gone him, he'd be back by now. Nurse, would you call the number I gave you? They said someone would come after me if I didn't get to stay this time. It's been so nice meeting all of you. I do hope everything works out all right. Mr. Varner, I hope those grandsons of yours give you the biggest Christmas that you've ever had.
Oh, they will. They will. You just wait until they open those presents that I have for them.
I hope your finger doesn't hurt anymore. You'll be able to work again now, won't you?
Well, you can just leave me out of it. What did she say?
Oh, honey, there's no need to call. I can take you home on my way. Let me just finish up with these files and putting them up in the back, and I'll be right with you.
Well, go ahead. She has to see. Grant her wish. It's getting late, and you of all celestial beings can't afford to stay out past curfew.
I just don't know. She just asked for so much. What if she'd rather have one of her other wishes granted?
Are you serious? She is blind. What could be more important than having her sight restored?
Well, here it goes. I hope I'm not making a mistake. I just can't afford another one.
Detroit Louis. That's a silly name. I'll bet that's not your real name at all. What is your name? Your real name, I mean.
That is my real name. My man ought to know his own name.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to know for?
Oh, that's all right. I have my reasons.
Well, you can leave Detroit out of them. I don't need your prayers. I don't want your prayers.
Oh, but you warned them. In fact, I've got real big plans, and you're right in the very center of every one of them. I would feel a lot better if I could call a real name in my prayers instead of a silly old nickname like Detroit Louie, though.
I've told you once. I told you 1,000 times. I don't want them, and I don't need them.
But I've already prayed. You heard me. I said, please, God, let Christmas come to Detroit Louie. And Mr. Louie, I'm going to keep on asking until something happens to soften up that old heart of yours. You know what? I don't think it's nearly as bad as you pretend it is anyhow.
Well, what's the matter? Why don't you touch her?
Well, I'm just not sure. If I could just be absolutely sure that seeing is what she really wants. Above everything else, I mean.
Please, let's not argue amongst ourselves. We have enough troubles, and it's starting to snow outside, and the ground is getting covered.
I wish I could see. I bet it's just wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful, all right. You wait till tomorrow when the cars splash through it and the ashes settle in it, you know, and the dog walks through it and yellers it up. It'll be nice and beautiful then.
Oh, and just look, the children are already playing in it. That one even doesn't have his coat on. He acts like it isn't even cold outside. He's just taking the snow and balling it up. Oh, he's so cute.
You ought to try sleeping in it some night. You'll make a startling discovery.
Well, does it show any signs of letting up? I hope the boys haven't noticed it yet. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll tell my son just to let them sleep. I'd even tell them about the snow if they haven't seen it. Then in the morning, I'll go in and wake them up and say, just look at the wonderful present that your old grandpa brought you. Then I'll throw open the curtains, and there it'll be. Yes, sir. They'll know their old grandpa loves them then.
Yeah, sure. And you can throw a couple of singing bluebirds here and a beautiful bright rainbow here, right? Why don't you face it, old man? You're not going anywhere. You're ditched. They dumped you here. Don't you get it? You're useless. And you, lady, you say it's Christmas. They ain't gonna leave me here, and you take a whole bunch of pills, and you can't even do that right. It's Christmas. And you walking, talking hypochondriac. Won't you take you a bunch of placebo pills and go somewhere and just peace out? And you, girlie, you're blind today. You're going to be blind tomorrow, and 10,000 Christmases ain't going to change a thing. Come on, Harry, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, Mr. Detroit Louie. You took away all the hope that he had.
Mr. Louie.
What? Hold on, Harry. Sit right there. I'll be right back.
I still mean it. Even more now. I don't care. I don't care what happens. Oh, gosh. I don't care if I never see again. It just doesn't matter anymore. I would like to see just one more thing, though, and I'd like to be there with eyes wide open when it happens. And it will. Just as sure as Christmas, just as sure as there's a God in heaven, that Christmas will come to Detroit Louie.
Don't do it! Well, you've done it now. I thought the electric eel caper was bad, but somehow you topped that.
Did you hear that?
I ain't heard nothing. What it sound like, Louie?
Real pretty.
Huh?
It's real pretty. Sound like a harp.
A harp?
It was a harp. Yeah, it was a harp.
Well, if you hear it again, you better listen real close, because I doubt you're going to hear it where you're going.
Whoa. What's that? What?
How you feeling?
Oh, yeah,
Louie?
I don't feel so good. I better sit down. Woo. I feel like that suit. Woo.
I don't feel so good either. You keep talking about them harps, making me feel kind of bad.
Mm.
I
Well-
thought the green truck was bad enough.
What do we do now? You just bestowed our Christmas blessing on a pickpocket and robbed a little blind girl of her happiness. I don't know if that's enough to get your wings back, but sure is a good day's work for you.
I don't know what come over me. Did you ever see such sincerity in a little girl, the way she said, Christmas will come to Detroit Louie?
Well, take a good look at him. Out of all of Earth's teeming masses, you had to choose him. Him. Ain't he a darling?
I feel real bad, Harry. I feel real.
How bad
You're
you
starting
feel?
to look good.
Huh?
Well, I don't care what he is. I still think I chose right this Christmas. Is Christ coming into this world to live and die for this kind of people? Then I think it's only proper on his birthday to introduce him to one of them.
But look at them. What happens to them now? You could have touched any one of them and opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Take Mr. Varner. What happens to him this Christmas? I'm sure he's going to die of a broken heart before the new year's out if they can find him to this dim prison that they call a nursing home.
But don't you see? Their needs are on the outside, daily needs. Just look at him. If he were to die tonight, tomorrow, he could get a Christmas gift that far surpasses imagination. And her, she's blind, but what if she never does behold this old world? Will that dim the glory of heaven when she beholds it? Louis's needs are on the inside. Why do you think his name wasn't recorded in our records? Simply because no one ever bothered to call it in prayer. I saw my chance, and I took it. So you just stand back out of my way. Christmas will come, and is coming to Detroit Louie.
You feeling better now? Hey, did I hear bells?
It couldn't be. That couldn't be sleigh bells.
Yippee! Yippee! It's him! It's him! It's them! Here comes Santa Claus! Here comes Santa Claus! Here comes Santa Claus Lane! A big Santa, reindeer. Who is it? Ain't Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
What in the world?
Mind if I come in and warm up for a minute?
Why, no, certainly not. Let me get you a chair.
That's okay.
Was that you ringing them bells?
Yes, that was me. We have a pot out on the street for the orphans, and the worker that was working out there must have got sick, and I've got to go out there and help, but I've got to get some of this numbness back in my fingers. Did that ringing bell startle you?
Who, me? Oh, no, not Harry. It didn't bother me at all. It disturbed that little blind girl down there, but not old Harry. No, not.
Away in a manger.
Why, Mr. Nashville, you're singing. You're singing a Christmas carol.
I mean, a man can sing to himself, can't he?
But a Christmas carol? You sound like that gospel singer David Brin.
Well, a man can sing to himself. If he wants to.
Is that a Bible you have there? Are you a minister?
Well, you could call me that. At headquarters, we all have to serve out an apprenticeship on the street. Some preach, some witness. Me, I just stand on the corner and ring the bell.
But why did you choose this corner of all places? You're more likely to have your pot stolen than contributed to.
Well, it was kind of a hasty decision.
Where is
Well, I guess I better get back out on the street. Oh, wait a minute. We have a saying that if someone does something for us, that we have to do something for them. Is there something I can do for you folk?
But all we offered you was a chair. You don't owe us anything.
Oh, yes, you did. You offered me warmth and friendship. What else could a person ask for at Christmas time? And by the way, I have my Bible. What if I read the Christmas story to you?
I don't know about that. What about it, Mr. Louis?
Silent night. Hey, it's a free country. Read on, sister.
And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there were no room for them in the inn. And there was the same country shepherds living out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And behold, an angel of the Lord stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were greatly afraid. Then the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. For there is born to you this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. And this will be the sign to you. You will find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger." And suddenly there was the angels, a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill to men."
My, what a beautiful story. It seems to get prettier every time I hear it.
And just a tiny, innocent babe in a manger. Just think about that.
And the star, just think of the star just hanging there, twinklingly, silently in the sky. Why, they can see it for miles and miles.
You mean to tell me they just made up the part about the reindeer?
Is that the same story that I've heard all these years? This can't be.
It's the same one, all right. Perhaps you haven't just paid attention that much before. Well, I've done my part. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Oh, wait. Something puzzles me. If they left out early in the morning with the gifts looking for the baby, and they left empty-handed, how are they wise men?
Well, that's one of God's great mysteries, Louis. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. And when you do, you will know the real meaning of Christmas. Bye, everyone.
Well, that's a strange answer. How does she know my name?
Louis, there ain't no pot of money out there. I can spot a pot of money. And there ain't a pot of money nowhere out there.
Yeah, I didn't see a pot when I came in either. That is weird.
You know, she was a strange one, wasn't she? But have you ever heard anyone read a story with such feeling? I could have listened to her all night.
I didn't think of it then, but did you notice there wasn't any snow on her? She wasn't even wearing a coat and didn't have a snowflake on her.
Oh, well, she's gone now. Come on, honey. If we get going now, you might have time to open those gifts when you get home. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Merry Christmas, everyone. I wish I had a gift to give every one of you. Well, I didn't get my gift either, did I? I'm going back just like I came. Oh well, maybe if I had been bearing gifts instead of seeking them, then I would have gone back a different way.
Wait, that's it. That's it. That's what the lady said. The key to Christmas. They were wise men.
Christmas is not all gifts and giving. You're leaving out the most important part. It's also the birthday of Christ.
I didn't forget that. See, God gave his son, and his son gave his life, and in his death gives us all hope.
I never thought of it like that. The things we give, like Christmas gifts, I mean. When you think of it like that, they take on more meaning. They are more than just tinsel.
Yeah, we do have a tendency to cheapen it. I mean, he came and he gave his life, and then what do? We just roll out a fancy bike or a baby doll in his place, and we push him into the background.
He must have known it would be that way, though. He must have known that the true Christmas spirit was dying with him. Come to think of it, every day he lived was like Christmas. He just went around giving everywhere that he went.
And asked nothing in return.
Then, as the evening shadows began to fall on Calvary, he knew that Christmas was stealing away. Remember what he said? It is finished.
Like a little girl after the last present has been opened. How you hate to think it's over. You wait and plan and dream, and then suddenly it's finished. Christmas has gone.
And all you have left is an armful of empty wrapping paper, some clothes that don't fit, and that awful, awful empty feeling.
But it don't have to be that way. Remember what the lady said? If all we're receiving, we're left empty. The wise men gave. That's the key to Christmas. Come on, Harry.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc.
What's going on here? I just talked to.
Come on, buddy. You going with us. Y'all just sit right here. Hey, Doc ain't doing you no good. You just stay here till we'll be right back.
Watch it, man. Go.
But wait a minute, where are you going?
Tell him, Harry.
That's what he said.
Oh, no! They're taking him for a ride. You know what that means. It's the bottom of the river.
Now, it's not that bad. I think you've been watching too much television.
He didn't seem to be such a bad man.
No, I don't think he was a bad man. I think the Harry was the bad one, and he was about as tough as a kitten.
I thought he was kind of cute.
But what do? Do we call the police?
We can't do that. Something might happen and they would be in real trouble. I don't seem to be going anywhere anyhow. I'd just as soon wait to see what happens.
He done stole the pills.
Well, Crystal, sure gave them a Christmas to remember.
Well, you don't have to remind me. I feel bad enough without you rubbing it in. I guess I've done all I can do. I guess he's not coming back. Well, we better get started if we're going to be on time for that Christmas party. I sure do miss those wings. But wait a minute. You don't think...
Angela, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, Jeremy, why did you come?
I'm here now. Have a seat. You got to take care of yourself, especially now.
You mean he told you? And you're not angry?
Angry? What do you think I am? I rolled down the hallway and hollering daddy.
Oh, honey.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Kara, Kara, just slow down, Kara. Look, I'm here. I'm walking in. I'm getting Dad. I'm on my way. Just tell the boys to calm down. Dad, thank goodness you're here. We've got to go.
Oh,
Get reach over and shake my hand.
I'm sorry. What took so long?
Well, I still don't know. There were these guys. They broke in the house, and one of them, his name was Harry. And I tell you, he told the boys that they'd never see you again. Didn't steal a thing, didn't take a thing. Just told them that they'd never see you again, Christmas or any day. We've got to get home, I'm telling you.
Well,
there is a young war in my house right now.
Let's go.
Let's go, Dad.
Let's go, son. Wait, that Harry didn't know what he was talking about, did he?
Well, he didn't.
Good.
Where's Kara? Here she is, sir. This is the little girl I've been telling you about.
You got a nerve, dragging me out of my office on Christmas Eve, and I had paying customers. Well, I'm here. I might as well check her.
Might as well.
Doc, have you got my light?
Well, I had one.
I must have dropped it. Has anybody seen my
I
light?
got one.
You find everything.
Talent.
Well, little girl, I'm going to check your eyes. Doctor, I can help her. Have her in my office first thing Monday morning.
Great news. Thank you, sir.
Oh, come on, honey. We've got to go home. No, we've got celebrating to do. Come on, how does a nice chocolate sundae with all the trimmings sound?
Well, what about me?
You just come with me. I got what you always wanted. A full-size X-ray and a fruitwood frame.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Could I have some wallet sizes for my Christmas cards?
Sure, we can do that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sure.
Oh, Louie.
Merry Christmas, Harry.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. You feeling better?
For the first time in my life, I believe I do.
Really? You look different. You don't look good, but you look different. Hey, you know, I've been thinking about the snow out there on the ground, you know, where the dogs yelled it. I ain't much on sleeping in that. What if, you know?
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Maybe if we went downtown on Sergeant O'Hara might recognize us.
But,
you know?
You know they are looking for you. You stole that Cadillac. They looking for you.
And you know if he recognizes us, you know what's going to happen.
Hey, yeah, you know what that means? We get to go back where it's warm food, turkey, ham.
The whole gang?
Yeah, the whole gang.
And the chaplain can read in the Christmas
Yeah,
story?
yeah.
The real Christmas
The real
story.
one.
What do you say, Harry?
The real one.
Merry Christmas, Harry.
Hey.
Hey.
Is there really reindeer?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay. I hope so.
Well, Crystal, I'd say it was a pretty good day.
I think it was a pretty good day for the both of us.
And look, you even got your wings back.
My wings.
Okay, Donna, get up here. She tries to get out of everything. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. First of all, I just want to say a special thanks to our cast. They have worked really hard on this play. They've come out every Sunday, Saturdays for practice, and I'm just really proud of them. They just don't know how much proud I am of them. I wanted to go ahead and announce to everyone that the cast, Miss Aiken was played by none other than Karen Riley. Didn't she do an awesome job? Okay. And Detroit Louie, where are you? Down. Detroit Louie was played by David Brand. They've got me going in circles. And Harry, he was played by none other than our pastor, Greg Long. And our blind girl was played by Chloe Roberts. And our old man was played by Brian Fowles. Our nurse was played by Tracy Lassiter. Doctor was played by James Biggs.
Speech.
And John and Kara was Brian Turner and Christiana Turner. Gabriel Angel 1 was played by Aaron Durham. Angel 2, Crystal Roberts. Angel 3, Sylvia Fouché. The woman was Angela Fisher. And husband, Jeremy Fisher. Our specialist was Jerry Lassiter. And Mr. Brown was played by, what's your name? Justin Ellis. Justin Ellis. And I want to say a special thanks to our video and our lights, which was Kenny Ashley, Garland Fouché, Kevin Roberts, and our videographer was Rudy Castellanos. He did an awesome job. And without them, we could have never put the play on. We just really thank everybody for every part that they did with this play. And thank you guys for everything. And by the way, tomorrow I was asked to let everybody know that we do have church starting at 10:45, and we would love to have each and every one. If you don't have a church to come to, we would love to have you here.
And Harry is preaching. And we want to give
It will not be like this tomorrow, I don't think.
And we want to give a special thanks to Darlene and Donna that led all this and got us all together and put up with us. Let's give them a great hand. And Darlene, I want you to turn around. Watch the video. We heard that 500,000 times. Watch the video. So thank you for coming and watching and be with us tonight. You're at Liberty. Remember, the real reason for Christmas is Jesus Christ,
Amen.
Our Savior, our Redeemer. God bless. Thanks for coming. Amen.